Hello everyone, welcome back to Selena Thinking Out Loud. I hope you are well. Well, we're on our way to a whole new year, so I decided to try a cake, and it's a Greek cake. I did have the opportunity to go to Greece earlier this year, so I thought, why not try a traditional cake that's made, but my version will be vegan, of course. So I found a vegan version of this cake, but it's called Vasilopita. Right before the new year, there's a party that goes on, which we all know is the New Year's Eve party. And at that party, there's various tasty treats and delights, and Vasilopita is served. And there is a coin that's placed hidden somewhere in this cake. And whichever one of your guests slice the cake and find that coin is supposed to have good luck all throughout the new year. So I thought I would try this cake, prepare this cake. So let's go in the kitchen and get started in making Vasilopita. So I'm going to go over the wet and dry ingredients you're going to need for this recipe. First, we're going to start with the dry. So I have the salt here, all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, some granulated sugar. Also, you're going to need some powdered sugar because that's what you're going to sprinkle on top of it after the cake cools. Now for the wet ingredients, you're going to need some orange juice. I squeezed 4 oranges to get my orange juice. I also have some unsweetened plain yogurt here. I also am using canola oil and some vanilla extract here. This recipe is vegan, so it also calls for a plant-based milk. I'm going to use almond milk. So first, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Before you begin mixing your ingredients, make sure to oil and flour your cake pan. I'm going to use a bundt cake pan. So first, we're going to add 3 cups of flour. I have 2 cups already in the bowl here. I leveled off another cup of flour. Next, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I have, that's 1. Then what I like to do is take it in here. I'll show you how I do this. And level it off with my hand so you see how level that is. And then you pour that in next. Next, we're going to put in a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to go in and level it off as well, just like that. Pop that in. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Lightly whisk together all of those dry ingredients, the baking soda, baking powder, the salt. Make sure they're evenly distributed throughout the flour here. So now we're going to work on our wet ingredients. First, we're going to add to a bowl 1 cup of vegetable oil. And make sure you're using your liquid measure for this. Next, we're going to add 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. Here's 1 cup. Then I'll add 1/2, and we're going to mix this together until evenly distributed. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of the plant-based yogurt. Then you're going to mix it in until it looks smooth like this. Next, we're going to add 1/2 cup of plant-based milk. And remember to use your liquid measure. Now we're going to be zesting the oranges. So I'll show you really quick how I do that. You want to take 1 orange here. You can put that down in here and go like this. There we go. And just run it across it. Next, you want to add 2 tablespoons of orange zest. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed orange juice. And last but not least, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So now you're going to mix that until it's smooth like this. And then we're going to gradually add our dry ingredients. So just gradually add that. You don't want to overmix this. So you're going to mix it until it's just combined. So as you can see, it's starting to combine all the flour and the liquid mixture. Now we're going to transfer 1/2 of the mixture into our bundt pan here. We're going to go ahead and add our coin. I'm going to put 1/4 in mine, the aluminum foil. Now the coin is snug just like that. I'm going to just place it somewhere. And it says place it vertical. Vertical like that. And then we'll add the rest of the batter. Now we're going to put our cake in a 350 degree oven for 50 to 55 minutes. With a bundt pan, you may need a little bit longer. So once you put your knife into the center, if it comes out clean, you're all set. If not, leave it in a little longer. Okay, so it's been in for 55 minutes. I'm gonna put it here. Then we're gonna test it to see if it's done. A butter knife here. So I'm gonna go in these crevices areas here. That came out clean. Let's try this one. Clean. Clean. Good. So looks like 55 minutes did it. All right, so we're gonna let it rest and cool in this pan for about 15 minutes. And then it should come right out because I floured and greased the pan beforehand. And voila. Okay, now that the cake has cooled, I'm gonna go ahead and add some powdered sugar. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and slice a piece. I'm not even sure where the quarter is, so I'm not even looking for it right now. I just want to try this with you guys to see how it tastes. I'm gonna slice this piece and I'm gonna take it up out here. Now you see it on the side there, it looks very moist, huh? And now we're gonna try it and see how it is. And you know that coin is somewhere in this cake. Here you go. This piece doesn't have the coin in it. I literally forgot where I put it. But I love that vanilla orange flavor combination. It's so nice. I mean, this cake rose so nice with no egg. Wow, not a lick of egg in this. So if you decide to make the vegan version of the, Vasilopita, you can do that. Or if you make the traditional one, if you find one out there, that's good as well. But I am so pleased with this cake, and I look forward to having a slice on New Year's Eve and enjoying my New Year's Eve. And I hope you do too, guys. And I'm wishing you all an amazing new year full of prosperity, peace, health, love, and all that you can imagine. All right. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this slice and wish you all the best. Happy holidays.